Hi guys, and welcome back to Kizzy K channel. Obviously I'm Kizzy K. Hi guys, and welcome back to Kizzy K's channel. It's Kizzy, and with me is the fabulous Joey.
I'm back!
Yay! So we're going to do a kind of a lengthy video, I guess. We have a 45-minute allowance by the looks of it. So we're going to have a catch up, and we're going to do a little bit of makeup reviews because we've been trying out some new bits. And yeah, so obviously with the lockdown, we haven't been able to see each other, which means we haven't been able to do any videos, which kind of sucks.
Yeah.
But before the second wave hits, touch wood it doesn't, we thought might as well get together.
Get in there, get it done.
And get this video done.
We have seen each other, but it's been in town.
Yeah.
Open space.
We're not exactly going to be going a YouTube channel 2 meters apart in town, are we? This is going to be a bit weird.
Yeah.
So I haven't really been up to a lot. Back with my ex, which is amazing.
Really,
Getting
really
strong.
good. I'm still with the fiance. Just about. He just beat me up the other day. No, I should explain. He accidentally rolled over in bed and headbutted me, and then 3 hours later punched me in the nose by accident and gave me black eyes. He didn't mean to do it. He felt very bad.
All in his sleep as well, by the way. Bless him.
Yes, it's a dangerous sport sleeping next to him.
Yeah.
But no, it was total accident. He feels very bad. It's not domestic violence because no, obviously if that was the case I wouldn't be making a joke of it on the internet.
No.
So please don't think that's the case.
No, Jordan doesn't have that kind of doesn't really have that bone in his body, bless him. He's
No.
such a soft Scot.
The only creature he will ever harm is a wasp because he despises them and he's petrified of them. Other than that, no, he'll let things live. He won't hurt them. So yeah, we're both in stable adult relationships for the first time ever at the same time.
I know, it's weird. I mean, it was brief last year.
Oh yeah.
For
yeah.
what, about 2 months until I broke up with the guy. And a year later we're back together. I could not stop thinking about him, and yeah, it was weird. I've never took back an ex. Always said an ex is for a reason. But what can I say? I'm going back on my own word.
But he was an ex for a reason, and those reasons have been worked on.
Yeah,
and
those reasons have kind of like matured, and it's now we are on the same path, and it feels more right than it did. So
yeah, it's not like he's a child murderer and she's just excusing it. Any issues that were there have been worked through.
Yeah,
and there's been a whole year for them to. It's not like 2 weeks later we've got back together. Everything's fine.
We've grown up. We've done some working out
searching.
and bit soul searching, doctor's appointments, because both had mental health issues at that time, which we were both too pent up to kind of admit to one another. So, but yeah, now we're open with one another, and it's just a million times better. Yeah.
It is.
Even talking about moving in together and getting her.
They've got a holiday next month.
Yay! For his birthday.
With a very cute bikini. May we add?
Yeah, it's very
Obviously
cute.
for Kirsty, not for me.
Yeah.
I mean, if he wants to
No,
wear it, he's welcome.
No, he's like, I'm so happy he's not one of those kind of guys. He's like, what does it feel like to wear panties? I'm like, no. No, thankfully.
Sorry, other news that we've got.
I'm still at my volunteering place. I am now working through the massage course. I've got 2 people to practice on, and then I'm fully certified masseuse, which is pretty awesome.
I'm still in my job, but it's school holidays, so I've got time off. Yes, so obviously during lockdown and all of that, I was classed as a key worker, so worked all the way through, as did Kirsty. You know, I was happy to because
Same.
I needed the money. I mean, I would have got paid anyway, but yeah, it gave me something to do each day, kept me sane, and I was having to do shopping for like 3 or 4 other people anyway, so it's not like I was confined to the house. So yeah, I just carried on working, but now I've got the school holidays, I've got 6 weeks off. I've already had 4 weeks, so I've only got 2 weeks left, thank God, because I'm really getting sick of not being at work. Oh, my eyelash is just broken.
No, it's
No, it hasn't.
a little bit there. There
There you go.
He's got the magnetic eyelashes that I reviewed a while back, and the nice beautiful fluffy ones are very much more of a Joey look, whereas I kind of go for the more classic 50s style sort of vibe. So
whereas I'm like, if I'm going to wear a lash, I'm going to wear a
yeah,
lash.
if he's gonna wear a lash, he's gonna fly away with his lashes. But no, it's been it's not been too bad. I mean, obviously with working, it's kept us sane.
Yeah, because
chatting to one another has also kept us sane.
I was separate from my fiance for 3 months because of being in separate households. So that drove me slightly insane. But video calling this one and going to work and video calling my fiance obviously kept me on the straight and narrow.
Yes.
And if anything, I think it brought us even closer together because now that we're able to see each other,
it's more valued.
Yeah, it's more valued. And also, video calling each other every day, you get to know them even more. Because WhatsApp is just general chit chat, but when you're video calling, you actually talk about specific things. So it's been nice to have proper conversations with people rather than just 3-word, 4-word.
Yeah,
it has been a lot nicer. But we're back together now, and I had my birthday. I am now 32. Although my mum keeps telling me I'm 33 because she swears I'm a year older than I am. Don't know why.
Thanks, Mum.
Yeah. And so for my birthday, I got to go to a hotel for the night.
Yeah, that was so cute.
Which was nice because the hotels had just reopened. And so we went to the hotel for a night. And that was our first actual night of actually being able to spend some time together. Cuddle, that's the
cuddles.
one. Yes, adult cuddles. And then the really good thing about it was they messed the room up slightly, so we got a free room for the next weekend and a free 3-course meal to apologise. And by that point, the swimming pool had reopened, so we got to book into the swimming pool, just the two of us in a big swimming pool for a whole hour. So that was a lovely experience, and it was absolutely torrential rain outside, so we got to lay in a swimming pool and look out of glass onto torrential rain, and it was just, felt so good. I did want to get out of the swimming pool and run out but the door was locked, so I couldn't nab it. But yeah, so that was a good couple of weekends. We've been to town a few times because
just because.
we needed to. Oh no, for the actual day of my birthday, me, Kiz, Jordan, and our other lovely friend Grace went out for coffee. Which was really nice, just the 4 of us to have a catch up, because we're kind of like a little coven anyway, the 4 of us. So that was really good just to go to town. Obviously, social distance and following protocol. We've been following protocol. Some of us have been following it even more than others because I scream at people if they're doing it wrong. But that was nice to catch up with all 4 of us. Yeah. And Gracie's got her new, because she's in a wheelchair, she's got her new spaceship of a car.
It's
so that she can drive again now, because that's been a big thing for her, is not being able to drive anymore. So she's back driving.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's like a spaceship, and she comes out the back of it and it lowers her down.
It's like the 18 style kind of van.
Yeah, it's like the 18 van for a disabled person. It's so good.
The ramp just comes down and it's like, you just picture an entrance music when it's lowering, and then she wheels herself on, and then this little back comes up to secure the wheelchair, and then she rolls forward, and then she kind of funkies up in her seat and everything. Oh, it's wicked. I'm like, I want to go.
Yeah, I want one. When she's going back into it, she's there like, goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.
And then,
knock, knock, Puddin'. Say hello to your new, improved Harley Quinn.
So where's the noise coming from?
And obviously the boot lid comes down automatically as well. It just looks even better, especially when she's sat there going, bye.
It looks like a prison van. It puts a guard across. She looks like she's in a prison van, and then it's just like, see you later, guys.
And the best thing was when she had to leave, we went, and she was like, your present's in the car. It's quite big, but unfortunately the strap's broken, so I haven't been able to wheel it in.
I thought she meant like, a bag, and
it was a bag, I guess. Technically.
I thought it was like a gift bag, and the thing had broken, and she didn't want me to have to like struggle around town with it. But no, it was something even better. Kids will tell you all about what it was.
He loves tea, but he loves a specific brand of tea, and it's Yorkshire tea. I mean, why not? Yorkshire's the best tea.
And my mum has stopped buying it. She buys Tetley fucking tea.
And yeah, so she opened up the door, and it was about that big, I'd say, and it had, what was it, 1,040 tea bags?
1,346 tea bags in it. 1,346 tea bags of Yorkshire tea.
And as we were walking around town to kind of go our separate ways, he was there just hugging it.
I got stopped by at least 2 people asking me, where can I get one of those from? Where can I get one? I was like, I don't know, it's a birthday present from my friend. And then when Kirsty was paying in Poundland, one of the women that works in Poundland was like, do we sell that in here? And I was like, yeah, you sell giant bags of that in Poundland. Of course you do.
Thinking. But yeah, it was a great day. I really liked that day.
Yeah, that was
and I
really
took
nice.
my new Polaroid camera.
Oh.
I've always wanted a Polaroid camera again, and I brought myself one as a birthday present. And I brought it with me, and we got some really cute little pictures.
Really cute little pictures.
I did 4, so we all had one each, but they're of different, like, pictures.
Yeah.
And I've got our little group photo.
Yeah.
And then
I've got me and Grace. Jordan's got
you two.
me and him.
And then Grace has
Has
got
got
us 2, isn't it? Or something like that.
something, yeah.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
But we've all got pictures of each other now, so it's cute.
But where we were sat having coffee, because it's like a glass roof, got really good lighting coming down,
Very good lighting.
and a little palm tree thing behind us. So
And the range.
And
Just
the
nicely
range.
in the background.
The
Just
range.
the range in the background. So. I did get some really funny looks because people were like, cameras aren't that big. And I'm like, yeah, because it's fucking vintage.
yeah,
It's actually not. It's actually one of the new 3D films, but had that nice vintage feel, which I love. But yeah, so that was a really nice day. And see, I had my birthday in May, which I was 29. Next year,
Next year.
baby. Big 3-0. And all
Big
being
trip.
well,
big trip.
I'm off to Bali. We're off to Bali. Okay.
Bali, okay,
Bali.
not Butlins or something like that. Bali.
Bali.
It's like doing it in style.
All being well, all this shit has gone and everything's kind of gone back to normal. I'll be able to go to Bali and I cannot wait. And Bamboo will be coming with me and it's going to be beautiful. It's really cheap as well, actually, for the whole week. I think it's like £1,000 and that's with our own like cabana, our own little villa and everything, like all the food and all that lot. And I think airfare, it's about, what would be about 800 quid for the 2 of us. But I don't get to pay a penny because my dad's paying for it. He's like, you can have anything you want for your 30th. Originally the idea was, I want to go to San Diego Comic Con because I'm a massive cosplayer and that is a dream.
Yeah.
But because I've never been on an airplane and I've never been anywhere on holiday abroad, I thought that's quite a big step for someone who's never done solo before or gone anywhere on a plane before. So I was like, you know what, I know Bali is quite far, but it's more stable with what I'm doing. I'm not having to go, okay, I've got to take all these cosplays, I've got to figure out all this, I've got to do all this, blah blah blah. Whereas Bali, it's like, I was just going to take some nice bikinis and
Bali's a
somewhere.
lot simpler as well because from the airport to where you're staying, you can do one direct transfer. Whereas doing San Diego Comic Con, you got to fly to the airport and then you've got to get to your hotel, and then you've got to work out how to get from your hotel to there and there and there.
Yeah, it's just going to be a
People,
mess.
even people that are used to travelling that I know have done it, have said it's a lot.
Yeah,
it is a
I
lot.
have a friend of mine who lives in, I think he's still in Pasadena. He said it is a fucking nightmare because I actually met him and his wife at the time, God rest her soul. She passed away unfortunately this year from cancer, and he's doing well with bringing up their little girl really well. Little Piper, she's so beautiful. She looks just like her mum. And he was actually on Graham Norton's show, and it was the 50th anniversary for Doctor Who. So I think it was Matt Smith and David Tennant were on the Graham Norton show, and Stefan is a massive Doctor Who fan, and he's got this beautiful sleeve, and it's got the TARDIS, and then it's got this beautiful space theme and it's gorgeous. And then he's got every single Doctor's tattoo. And he was just missing Matt Smith. So they got him in the red chair and he said, I'm a massive Whovian. I've got everybody's tattoo signature. I just need Matt Smith. And they brought him on. Do you remember him there?
I remember, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
And about 2 weeks later, me and an ex at the time, boyfriend at the time, had tickets to go and watch the 50th anniversary viewing, which was when David Tennant and Matt Smith, go into the... Matt Smith becomes the Doctor. I can't remember the word. Regenerate. So Tennant regenerates into Smith. And I met Stefan and his wife. Obviously Piper wasn't born at the time. But it was wonderful and we've kept in touch and we still chat every now and then. And yeah, he's a really, really sweet guy. But he cosplays a lot as well. And he does San Diego. And he said it is a nightmare. Even living in America, it's a nightmare.
Yeah, it's even more.
I'm fussing a tail, not anything else that looks weird.
Finding hotels is a nightmare as well because so many people.
You have to book like a year in advance as well, especially with San Diego, because San Diego is one of the biggest ones.
And then booking an Uber from your hotels, I think.
Yeah.
Uber love when in DragCon, Comic-Con, anything like that. Uber, Lyft, all of those love it because they know that they will be booked up for 3 days solid.
Solid 3 days. I think San Diego's 5 days.
Bloody hell.
Yeah. I know there's a con in America which I would love to do, and I think it's like Anime Con or something like that, and that is like a week of just partying as well. Cosplay, and you just party. Like the whole hotel is booked for cosplayers and guests and everything, and you literally all just come together and you just fucking party. And I'm like, that's what I need to do, but that will be in a couple of years' time when I'm more used to flying, because hopefully me and Bambo will be doing a lot of nice little holidays at some point.
And I've never been on an aeroplane either. And the plan was to go on an aeroplane for the first time this year. Thanks, COVID.
Fuck you, Karen. Sorry, any Karens out there.
Or Miss Corona, as I call her.
Corona.
Miss Rona, that's
Miss
it.
Rona,
Miss Rona. Fuck you, Miss Rona. You've ruined this year.
Tiggy wants to be on camera.
Any plans that we had this year have had to either be postponed. I had tickets to go see Skunk Anansi in June, a band that I've waited 20 years to see. And Miss Rona fucked that royally. But luckily, it's been rescheduled for the exact date this next year. And anyone that's got tickets, they can either have a refund or just continue on. And obviously, I will be continuing on. I will see them. I don't care what happens, I will see them.
Tiggy's decided he wants to be on camera. This is Tiggy. He's made a little
biggest putty cat in the house.
He's such a softie. He's so sweet. They're getting their winter fur as well, so they're molting like crazy.
Yeah, so that's what each side of my nose. I keep getting a little hair here and there. That's fine.
But yeah, so I mean, obviously with events being cancelled or rescheduled, things have been a bit squiffy with us on that side, but it's nothing too bad. Like all my Comic Cons have been cancelled the whole year. Yeah. And I'm good because I was so excited to.
I was going to do Bloodstock this year, open air festival.
Next year's lineup. The temptation is real.
Yeah. I did the first ever open air Bloodstock, and I was going to go back this year because it's been like, I think 15 years since I've been.
Jeez.
So I wanted to do it this year, but then Miss Rona. I would rather events be postponed or I have to do them next year and us all be healthy and safe. Don't get me wrong on that. I'm so glad we're all healthy and safe, and I couldn't be happier about that. I haven't lost anyone to Corona.
I know my obviously because I've been brought up with bikers, they're all known as my extended family. So I have an uncle. Ronnie, his brother sadly passed away from Corona, but he did have a lot of health issues anyway, so we think the Corona just tipped it, and unfortunately he just couldn't cope, but bless his soul, it was peaceful the way he went though, so, you know.
My next door neighbour had Corona, but she she fought it. She didn't have to go to hospital. She spent a week and a half in bed at home, which for her is unheard of. Even if she's got like full flu, she'll still go to work, but she was in bed for a week and a half. But she's I mean, I think she's about 60, but she's healthy, she's active, otherwise no other health problems, so she was okay. But I haven't lost anyone to it, thankfully, touch wood so far, and we've all been
tested.
We're all safe at the moment.
I mean, I'm pretty shocked with the fact that none of my family have had it, especially my mum, because my mum is so prone, but because she barely goes out anyway, obviously thankfully she's been safe, and so is my little niece as well, 'cause she's only 4, so but she starts school soon. Oh, so she looks so grown up in her uniform. I'm like, please stop. You've grown up too fast. I don't like it.
I'm not desperate. I'm just getting some tissue from there because I have a sniffle.
But yeah, I think the craziest thing I actually think we've had recently is these fucking storms, just random storms, like the silent lightning.
Oh yeah.
That
if you live in the UK,
beautiful.
Especially if you live in the Midlands where we live, you will know exactly what we mean when we say silent storm.
I mean, I've actually got the video on my phone, so I might actually put that up on my channel anyway, just so you guys can witness what we witnessed, and it was beautiful but weird.
It was an enormous electrical storm.
It was so weird. It was just silent, and
So
I was like,
silent.
I've never witnessed that before. Like, I've witnessed it with the thunder, but I've never just seen lightning like that. It looked like War of the Worlds style.
Yeah,
it was
apocalypse.
Yeah, it
night.
really was like the apocalypse. No, I was saying goodbye to my fella. I think it was like 10 o'clock at night. He comes over once or twice in the week to hang out, watch a film, have a cuddle, and all that sort of stuff.
Cuddles.
Cuddles. I love cuddles. Yes, we like to have sex.
Yeah, disclaimer, we are both quite sexually charged.
Alright.
And luckily so are our men.
There
you go, just getting it out there. So
well,
whenever we say
my
adult cuddles.
man's 35 this year. So for a 35-year-old, I've never known someone with that much stamina in my life, so even better. But no, he's amazing. I love him so much. And but yeah, so the storms have been insane.
And it was bizarre as well because it was a silent storm and it was sheet lightning, but then fork lightning coming out of the centre of clouds and going upwards rather
and
than
sideways as well,
yeah,
which was cool.
So there was like purple sheet of lightning with fork light. It was just beautiful, but it was very, very weird and eerie.
But I never had a bad feeling with it though.
No,
it was actually really, really. It kind of made my soul kind of go. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I didn't even know it was happening because, like I say, it's a silent storm. I've got my headphones on. I was watching YouTube, and my boyfriend, fiance, boyfriend,
Partner,
fella, the one, him, he sent me a video from his bedroom window of it, and I was like, because where he lives is about 3.5 miles from where we live, and I thought, that looks like it's over in our direction. And I looked out the window and I was like, holy shit, that's pretty much above my house. That's definitely going to be above Kirsty's because of the...
It was literally like there.
Yeah. So,
and then I noticed it was going in like a semicircle and it was hitting sort of over that way and then in front of us, and it was just so bizarre. Because me and my fella, like I said, I was saying goodbye to my fella and we went outside and I thought it was somebody with fireworks. And then there was no bang, and I was just like, what? So we kept looking, and then we just noticed that it was just lightning. But then there was no crackle, and it was just weird. But because it was slightly raining a little bit at the same time, I was out with no shoes on, so I stood in my front garden, and the grass was obviously kind of damp, and it was nice. So I just kind of grounded into it, and yeah, it was so beautiful to have.
And I went for a walk down the road so I could get a better view of it, and just stood there and soaked it in and was like, yeah.
It was really beautiful.
And then we video called each other so that I could watch her point of view while she watched my point of view.
And I even actually went live on Facebook, and there was a couple of people who literally live close by that were like, thank you for this, I didn't even know it was happening. Yeah. So they were watching it as well because obviously I'd gone live, so people get notifications. So, you know, a couple of people had missed out, unfortunately, because I don't think that's a very normal
No,
thing, especially
usually-
not in England anyway.
It's usually, as soon as we hear a rumble, that's it. Look behind the curtain, see what's going on. Is it a big storm or is it just a crappy storm? But a silent storm is no use.
Yeah.
Especially if, like, my window's behind me and I'm facing forwards looking at a phone screen. I'm not going to be looking for, like, flashes.
I've always got my bedroom curtains closed, so I didn't even see anything until 10 o'clock at night when I walked outside. But then my fella left, and I was just literally, he's like, "You gonna go in?" I was like, "In a minute." I was actually stood outside in my nightie. I have a bright pink Mulan nightie, which I adore. And I was just sat outside just watching, and I was like, I mostly look like a mental patient, but I don't care because this is amazing. But it was absolutely beautiful, but very surreal and strange. But the energy coming off it was quite positive, actually.
And it had been
nice.
like a 5-6 day build up to it, because every day our phones kept saying on the weather app, maybe interference due to thunderstorms, and then nothing appeared, and then boom,
Yeah.
just the most
And now
majestic.
we're still getting little trickles of storm. Like
Yeah.
earlier, I had someone come to my door, and I stood outside, and I heard a rumble, and I was like, "Oh, we're gonna have another storm." So it's been like the past
few days, really.
Well, yeah, nearly a
Sunday,
week
Monday.
now, ain't it?
Yeah.
Nearly a week
Yeah.
of erratic storms, but yeah, very unusual. But yeah, so we're going to move on.
Yeah, other than
And
touch on-
we're going to do a little bit of a makeup review.
Oh, yes.
Yes. And this is a really good review, and we were both really, really shocked at how fucking amazing this shit is as well. So I went to Boots in town on Friday. So, what day are we on now? Monday? So 3 days ago, or 4 days ago. I can't fucking remember what day we're on. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to treat myself. I'm running out of foundation anyway, and stick foundations I've been using, I think, a bit weird with my skin, because my skin's such a
Still
strange...
foundations, I do like that they tend to be a little bit more oil based, and that's,
Yeah.
they're hit and miss.
And they do kind of cake really
Yes.
quickly
Oh
as well.
god, they
so.
cake so much quicker.
So I went in and I was looking at NYX, because I thought, you know what, I've heard so much about this can't stop, won't stop foundation, how it's waterproof, sweatproof, doesn't cake, basically it just doesn't shift. And they had an offer on, it was like spend over 20 quid and you get a free radiant finish setting spray. So I thought, you know what, go on then, I'll treat myself to some new foundation. So I did pick up the Can't Stop or Won't Stop Plaza. It's a little pump, barely need any of it. This is in shade Porcelain because I'm very pale. We're very pale. It's great because we both have same skin tones, so we both just use the same makeup.
But
great.
I'm wearing this one.
Yeah, he's wearing this one and it has not budged.
Hasn't budged. It
Even though
feels
he
light.
is sneezing and sniffly and quite warm, it has not budged. It does not look cakey.
It
is
feels so
looking
light on the skin.
flawless.
Like-
So,
And it feels so smooth to the touch.
and this one's a matte finish as well.
Yeah.
So, and it's a 24-hour one. And I actually did a tester on my wrist, because the best way to test a foundation to match your skin colour is the inside of your wrist, not the back of your hand, because your back of your hand will always have a different colour, because obviously it's been in the sun, but the wrist is your natural colour. So you put a tiny splish on there, blend it in, and if it matches and blends in, then that's your skin tone. So we did that. So Joey's wearing that one, and I am wearing, it's a different one, but this is a naturally radiant foundation, but it has lasted all day. And this is Born to Glow, and it has a really, really nice dewy glow, which I love, because my skin always looks a bit blech. But I did a tester with that one as well, and I went for a bath, and got out of the bath after all my washing, and they were both still on my wrists, so I had to use my Body Shop Chamomile makeup remover, and that was the only thing that actually got the stuff off. So
This one has got, if you look at it, it's got like a satin finish, so it's
Yeah.
not high shine. It's just that lovely
natural
like,
kind
as
of glow.
As the light hits, it highlights everywhere that you want highlighted.
Mm.
It's and same goes on. It's gone on from what I could see so smoothly. So
And literally, again, just need the tiniest little bit.
Yeah.
And then to match it, I have the... This is mostly the best concealer we have tried in
ever.
all the years we've known each other, and we have both turned around and went,
This stuff is
Right.
amazing.
so this again obviously is NYX, and it is the Born to Glow concealer, and it's a really weird application.
It's one of those bubbly fuzzy headed
Yeah,
applications.
so this is the application of it.
But it actually is lovely and easy to use.
And you just need the tiniest little dribble, and it literally just covers everywhere. And it gives you a nice, gets rid of the bags, conceals really nicely. And with his black eye, it's concealed again
this
really
stuff
nicely.
is so good. The black eye that I got from Jordan accidentally hit me in the nose. I did have a proper black eye under here, and it's covered the purple, the yellow, all of it. This stuff is...
And to be fair, when I was doing the test as well, it actually started to cover up my tattoos as well. So if you want to cover up tattoos for any reason, I recommend them. And then because I spent over 20 quid, I got the Radiant Finish, which again is really nice. It's got a little bit of glitter in it, so it gives you that little glow. But I got myself some lippies as well. So I am wearing, I love this shade. This is the Liquid Suede in Kitten Heel. It's a gorgeous red, and it has lasted, and it doesn't really transfer because I've been drinking from my straw and there's barely any shift. So I think these were £7 each, I think, something like that, but worth it because you only need a little bit. And then Jerry has got the Powder Puff, which is like a beautiful little cotton applicator.
Much like the concealer.
Yeah, and you just squeeze it and it comes through, and you just pop it on, and that one is in Teacher's Pet.
And this is it's such an easy applicator. It does your cupid's bow really well.
Yeah.
And it just goes on smoothly. It dries nice and quickly.
Yeah.
And it's a lovely colour.
And it really matches his look for today as well,
Yeah,
because
amazing.
it's quite a nice autumny look as well, which I said before we started filming. I was like, that's a nice colour that I'd wear for the autumn for definite. But I love my red. Love my red.
Yes.
So
Definitely recommend all of these NYX
all
products.
of the NYX, yeah. I will be
Purchasing
adding
much,
more
much
to my
more.
collection for sure. Over,
Each
like,
month
each
there
month
shall
I
be
might
new
get
items
myself a
appear.
couple of new little things. Definitely. Obviously, if you've ever seen a NYX counter, you will know that their main item is the lips, and their colours are just
Gorgeous.
to die for. They got like this holographic blue,
Oh,
and it's gorgeous. I can't remember the name of it, but it was absolutely beautiful. But then they've got a beautiful black called Alien, which I almost brought, but I decided to go with the powder.
and their eyeshadows.
Yeah, the
Also-
eyeshadows are gorgeous. But it's pretty much all of NYX's stuff. We've come out with just our arms literally covered in colours. But
And that's just a small NYX counter in the boots.
Yeah.
That we've got a full NYX counter like they have in, was it?
Birmingham.
We went into the Morphe store.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Oh my god, it was insane.
Like, I want to go to the actual NYX store, but unfortunately...
We need to win the lottery for that one.
Well, yeah, we'll have to travel and be very, very rich that day, or very good at shoplifting.
Yeah.
No, we don't condone shoplifting.
we don't.
We're not telling you to do that, sorry.
I did that when I was little. I stole a cream egg and I was terrified. But it was a nice cream egg.
I'll admit, when I was like 13, me and my friends used to go steal makeup from Boots in Stratford. No, Superdrug in Stratford. And because the fashion was to have like big, massive skater trousers, we used to just like accidentally drop the items on the floor. No, we used to accidentally drop them on the floor, step on them, and then just walk out with a limp.
God, that's bad. I used to just stick them in my socks or something, or in my waistband or something.
We should have thought of that, but no.
But no, we do not condone
We
it.
do not.
This is a past thing. So.
This is like 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And yeah.
God, that makes me feel so old.
God, yeah.
I have been doing a couple of new monthly subscription boxes, and Birchbox kept getting recommended as one of the best top sellers. So I went on the website and I think it was about 13 quid a month, which is quite good for makeup. Obviously a lot of them are just like a little sample size, so I decided to get one. And it turned up the other, I think it was Thursday, so I have been using them. And unfortunately my verdict is, yeah.
Cute packaging.
Cute packaging, very cute packaging. And it gives you like a little what's inside, blah blah blah, and then I don't know why, but I had 2 of these things come through, and it was a sexuality survey, and the questions were: do you find it easier to orgasm alone or with a partner? 44% said alone, 24% with a partner, 32% doesn't matter. What is the easiest way for you to reach an orgasm? 67% said external stimulation, 5% said internal stimulation, 28% said both. How does it feel?
Actually, it doesn't feel too bad. No.
And then it says that, do you masturbate regularly? At least once per week. 52% said yes, 48% said no. Don't know why I need that, because what the fuck? It's got nothing to do with makeup in my opinion. So I had
48% of people say that they don't masturbate at least once a week. Well, 48% of people are liars.
So you only get 5 items a month, sorry. And by going through the survey, the little questionnaires is what's your skin tone, what's your eye colour, what's your hair colour, all this sort of stuff.
How'd you orgasm?
Yeah. They then send you stuff that they recommend for your type, and I have a VO pineapple gommage, and it's a peeling gel, and I have used it and it's actually quite nice, but there is a very very synthetic pineapple stink to it.
No.
And I mean it worked, like my skin felt really nice afterwards, but
that's strange that it'd be
not a
synthetic, because
fan.
there's a natural enzyme in pineapple that's good for the skin.
It's just weird.
Yeah, that
It
like
smells fake,
pineapple
don't it?
sweet, not a pineapple. Yeah.
Amika is actually quite a good brand. Soul Food Nourishing Mask. I thought it was for my face. Turns out it's actually for your hair. You put it on for 5 to 7 minutes. You can use it daily or weekly. And because obviously it's such a small bottle, I'm only using it once a week for now. See how that turns out. It's just meant to help hydrate.
It's like the Garnier Nutri's vegan hair food masks, isn't
Yeah,
it?
basically, yeah. But
It's the thing at
Amika's
the
more like natural ingredients and stuff. And then you have a choice. I think it was last month. You get a choice between I think it was a highlighter and a contour. And because I don't really contour, I went for the highlighter, and it's called Goddess by a brand called Real Her. It's quite cute. It does match my skin tone quite nicely.
I would call that more of a. Oh, actually, yeah.
It goes on quite nicely.
In the pan, it looks
as
more
well.
like a contour, but on the skin, it definitely looks like a highlight.
So that's the highlighter. It's very pretty. It's like a nice goldeny colour, and it spreads nicely, and I have got it on a little bit. So it's not bad. It's like a kind of, for me, that would be like a daily kind of use.
It looks nice on. It does look nice on. It gives you a nice little.
And then I got a Lord and Berry line shade eye pencil in Glam.
Ooh.
It's cute, but I don't think I'd wear it. Again, very tiny. It's like a goldy bronze kind of colour. It's cute.
It's cute. It could be. It's definitely an autumn item.
Yeah. So I don't know if you guys can see this, but that little line. That's what it comes out. It's like a goldy bronzy kind of colour. So again,
It would
nice
also
autumny.
be nice used as an actual eyeshadow buffed in.
Yeah, I think that and the highlighter.
Yeah.
That would look quite cute. And then you get a full size Sunny Oil, and it's a Jamaican black castor oil eyelash and eyebrow serum. So it's meant to help thicken your eyelashes and your eyebrows. And everybody knows me, my eyebrows do not obviously look like this. They're very, very fine, very light. So this is meant to help thicken them up and make them darker.
I don't believe it for for a second because I don't believe any products like that. But
And apparently you apply it and then leave it on overnight. So you got to leave castor oil on your eyes and your brows, and it is a very thick, gooey substance as well.
oh, great! So I feel like I'm waking up in an alien.
It's not very nice. The first night I wore it was Friday night, and I was at my fella's, and my eyes, I looked like I had conjunctivitis. But I am going to start using it as of tonight, and I will come back in, I don't know, how long does it say? I don't know, give it a month, and we'll see what happens. So I'll take some before and after pictures. Yeah, it's a 3-month supply, basically. But that was Birchbox, and it's just, yeah, okay. I mean, for 13 quid, it's not bad.
I like the look of the pencil and the highlighter.
Yeah, but there wasn't...
Obviously the hair mask, what the hell am I going to do with one of those?
And obviously I haven't got a lot of hair really either.
Oh yeah, because that's a life update since we last swam together.
Yeah.
I've shaved my head twice since we last swam together.
I let mine grow, and then I treated myself on Friday at 12:30, and I basically got my sides shaved down behind the ears, and it's kind of like a thick mohawk style, which I fell in love with, and then I dyed it black. And that's it.
I let my hair grow back, and then I bleached it, and then it went grey, and I went pastel purple, and then I went green, like really nice bright green. And then the other day, because it's been so hot, I was like, do you know what, hair is so overrated, I just want to shave it off.
He even messaged me and he was like, I really want to shave my head, but I don't know what to do. What do you think? And I was just like, I like you shaved head. And he was like, done.
Yeah.
And 5 minutes
Literally,
later, it was like, yeah, I have to shave my
I
head.
needed one person's encouragement, that's all it took. And my fella's like, you can do what you want, I like you with hair and without hair. And I'm like, that's absolutely useless. Let's go to Kirsty for an actual answer. So she was like, yeah, I like you with the shaved head. I was like, go, right, gone, boom.
Better reason why not. Oh, Tiggy.
And then when I went to my fella's house at the weekend and his mum saw it, she was like, oh, actually, you do suit a shaved head, I like it. And I was like, there you go, there's another honest opinion. Because my fella, as much as I love him, I do love him, but he will agree with anything I do because that's what
he's like.
Bless him.
He likes to keep the peace with everything, bless him.
Yeah, he's just like, you can do what you want, I don't care, I love you no matter what you look like. And I'm like, well, that's a lie, because if I looked like Donald Trump, you still wouldn't be fucking me, would you? Actually, he probably would, just because he's that nice of a guy, but...
But yeah, so that is it for this one. We are now 42 minutes in, out of a 45-minute limit.
Oh, very quickly, my nan passed last week, so RIP to my nan. Bless her. But other than that, we're caught up, we've done makeup, and these lashes have managed to hold up.
Yeah,
I don't know how well you can see them, but they are gorgeous and big, and they look so good with like a big eye look. But I was just trying to do something.
They're going to be saying this when we do the drag makeup.
Yeah, I was just trying to do something a little more.
That is another video that we are going to be doing, hopefully before the second wave hits, if it happens. Touch wood, it doesn't.
Yeah,
he's going to teach me how to do drag makeup because I love drag makeup.
I'm going to do my best. It's been a while since I've done it.
Yeah.
This is the first time I've worn makeup since
5 months ago? Full face, roughly. Yeah, since our last video, I guess.
There's no point in lockdown because I'm not going out, and when I do, I've got a mask on.
And if I do go to work, because I'm exempt, I literally just do my brows and my mascara, so I look like I'm a bit more awake than what I really am, and that's it.
I'm exempt from wearing a mask because of my asthma, but I've lost my inhalers, so I can't use that as proof, because you have to have proof that you're asthmatic, so I can't do that.
But hey ho.
Anyway,
we hope you guys have enjoyed our little waffle, and it's good to be back, and hopefully we'll do another one soon.
I've still got 2 more weeks off work, so we've got time to do.
We've got 2 weeks to fill up with some more videos, and we'll do some random stuff as usual, because obviously this is not scripted in the slightest.
If anyone's made it to the end of this video, please let us know in the comments down below, because you get an award. This is a long video.
And do not forget to like, subscribe and share for people who like to listen to people ramble about bullshit.
And stay weird.
And stay weird. And stay classy. Make good choices. Don't go stealing a cream egg. Mwah. Bye guys.